So, hello and welcome to the Mind Over Body podcast, episode 1. We're here at Mob HQ. We're just going to go through a number of topics so you guys understand a little bit more about us and hopefully want to find out some more and just get different people in every single week to brighten up your evenings. Really, in lockdown, we're all confined to our own homes, and any bit of positivity is always good. And plus, it's an excuse to have a drink with some pals and just have a catch up. But yeah. So a little bit about me. My name's Nathan. I'm a partner at Mark Tongue's training. But I've used Mind Over Body for years. Basically, Mind Over Body to me is always pushing what you think is possible, never taking a no as a no, and pushing on through all your goals, set targets, and exceed them. And that's Mind Over Body to me. Just take every day and aim to smash it out of the park. But what more can be said of it? A bit of history about me. I've done a lot of things in my short time on the earth, from a sports point of view, involved with Olympic Games in London, and all sorts of stuff. On other points of view, I've DJed in nightclubs, I've managed hospitality venues, I've done lots of different things. But today, it's all about Mind Over Body, and how it fits into whatever you're doing. It can be, could be in some senses fitness goals, some senses when you're waking up in the morning, and just how you set out your day, to be honest. But yeah, so I'm going to be joined this evening by a good friend of mine, Mark Tongue, who lives by Mind Over Body each and every day, and our good friend Jim, who will tell you about them. Hey, here he is.
How you doing, you all right?
How are you doing? Mark, can you take your camera so then you're not horizontal? There we are. So yeah, this is Mr. Mark Tongue himself, the guy who explained to me that I live by Mind Over Body pretty much every single day in my life. He changed my mindset and how I think about going about everyday life, to be fair, and tackling objectives and goals and tasks, and it's all about a positive mindset. But yeah, you'll go on to that more than I will like. But yeah, so tell the people what they need to know, Mr. Tongue.
Well, I've known Nathan for a long time now, so he's the best man for this job. However, I don't like sitting in front of a camera where he does. That's just preferences. But I need to have a laugh and enjoy people and make sure that people understand other people out there are not only just struggling, but also finding ways to entertain themselves and stop their heads from going backwards or getting boxed in. So my background is I'm ex-infantry, one Mason, all that good stuff. Unfortunately, I was blown up in 2010 by an IED in Afghanistan, and I lost the use of my right arm. Now, from a very young age, I lived in the gym. I used to go before school, used to go after school, used to go before in school. Sometimes got in trouble for that. So the gym has always been a part of my life. Now, when I joined the army, that was just a different sort of way of training. So that's how I sort of progressed. And as I went through the ranks, I got fitter and stronger and more mentally able to do the job. Whereas when I got ace, it broke me. I had the idea of I couldn't do nothing. I spent something like 18 months wearing slippers because I couldn't tie my shoelaces. But then I met a man who changed the way I think. And he basically turned around and said, you can't do it. Find your way of doing it. And that was me. So from then on, I tied my own shoelaces. I didn't have a can't-do attitude. I basically said I can do it, regardless of what it was. I found my way instead of trying to do it the normal way. I did it my way. And then it comes to my training. I did it my way. And I think I've progressed in my training pretty far over the last coming years because nothing stops me anymore. It's more about what I can do and how I'm going to do it better.
Yeah.
That's what I want to do. So as far as I'm saying, this is part of the podcast for people to learn from someone who's been an infantry soldier to being front line to being a broken man to rebuilding yourself, regardless of how strong you are or how weak you are. So it's more about if I can show people that, you know, if you've gone from such a low place in your life, there's no reason to go any lower. It's all about how you see it. It's about how you go onward and forward from there. So my end goal is to help as many people as I possibly can. If I can prevent someone from going further and further into that hole, then I'll do it. And that's my end goal, regardless of what I do. Absolutely anyone. You know what I mean?
That's it, though, isn't it? It's as much about mindset as it is. Well, in some cases, it's more about mindset than it is physical.
Believe me.
Like in fitness, let's keep it to fitness.
Anything you do in life,
let's take an example of fitness.
Whether it's having a fear of heights, okay? Yeah. You allow your body to control itself. What you're initially feeling is fear. Your body can't determine whether you're going to go into flight or fight. If you stand on a cliff, your body's going to pick one of them. You can't decide which is going to pick. However, if your body decides to pick fear and you decide to back away from that cliff, that's you stopping yourself from enjoying that leap. Does that make sense? Whereas if you allow your body to calm down and adjust and think about what you're going to do and how you're going to do it, you're going to jump off the cliff into the sea. All right, that's minimal on what are people and how the body works. Whereas I don't have any flight, never have. I will jump off the cliff, climb back up, and then jump off again. So it doesn't matter how I look. No one will ever tell me I can't do something. Someone told me I couldn't tab or do an 8 mile in the army. So I designed my own day sack. I got Mandy Buckley. She was the tailor. She made me a sling. She made me a day sack that I could basically walk from Catterick in North Yorkshire to Chester Cathedral. Do you know what I mean? So you can tell me I can't walk 8 miles. I walked 154 in 3 days. So no one can tell me I can't do something. Because if you tell me I can't do something, I'm going to go out of my fucking way to do it.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? I could not
push on.
You tell me I can't do something, I'm going to do it. And that's not because I'm being stubborn. That's more in my head that you give me that doubt that I can't do it. And I'll go out my way to do it. Do you know what I mean? So, that's mind over body. It's your set and how you want to look at yourself. And you can do that in your job. You want to be a lazy bastard and sit on your ass all day and do minimal work, you will never go progressive in that job, will you? You know what I mean? But if you take initiative, find out what you can do better, you're going to get promoted. People see that. And that's what mind over body is. You don't, it's a choice. It's not a habit or it's your choice. My mind tells me horrible things every day. And I chose to fuck it off. I chose to go, you know what? I'm going to do what I fucking like, not what you tell me. Some days it's harder than others. Sometimes of the year it's harder than others for me to keep bay, but that's what I use my training. That's my training is my my therapy. Tried all sorts of therapy, doesn't work for me. Lifting something heavy or throwing something far is my therapy, and that's what I do.
Everyone,
Do you know what I mean? So
everyone finds a different coping mechanism, in a sense, if you call it that.
Yeah, and that's all. And it is. That's exactly what it is. It's a coping mechanism to find your way of coping. And if you choose not to have one, you're going under that, right? You're going in that hole, and you're not going to come out. It's your choice. You go in that hole, and it's your choice to come out. And what pisses me off is people that have never been in that situation in their life. People don't try and commit suicide for any other reason to stop the pain they're in. And until you've been in that pain, I suggest you keep your mouth shut, because you'll never know. And I hope to God you never know. Do you know what I mean? Because that's the bottom line of it. And it's your choice whichever way you go. You either live with the pain, or you choose not to live on. That's it. And that's going extreme. But what I'm saying is, regardless of whether it's something from as little as that, it's your choice. You can choose to go to the gym. You can choose to go to work. You can choose to get on with your life. Or you can choose to let your head be your prison. Simple as that.
Yeah. And
that's what a lot of people don't understand, really. And some people do it subconsciously. Some people haven't got a clue. Some people just let life pass them by, and I refuse to do that. I've been through enough life experience. I could write 9 novels, and every one of them will make you cry, laugh, and scream. So
I would buy every single one of them.
But that's not that. But I couldn't write them. That's the point.
Yeah.
You see what I mean? I couldn't physically get them out. But that's not what that's not what this is all about. This is about helping people get positive, helping people realize that it is their choice to, you know what, if I want to jump off a cliff, fuck what my body says, I'm going to do it. Just allow the time for it to happen. You know what I mean? It's a sequence that we've got to learn how to control.
Well, yeah, it's finding an obstruction, or finding something in your way and finding a way around it.
Yeah, exactly.
It's like if you can't go through the door, go around the back,
or find
another route,
or smash it in.
Yeah, fair one. Fair one.
I mean? Yeah, there's no point like getting. There's no point like getting pussyfooting around. See, I've got a lot of friends, and I've had a lot of people that have fell down that hole, and I've told them, you don't need to. You've always got me to talk to, sort of thing. But I'll flip if I couldn't help. Do you know what I mean? And that's them. That's making the choice, and I will refuse to let them make that choice. I will show them another way. Believe me, I'll show them another way.
Well, that's where mind over body comes into it, though. That is where mind over body comes into it.
Your mind is the strongest muscle you've got.
Positive. Yeah.
Do you know what I mean?
And you hit. To be fair, you hit it in one there with muscle, because
it is a muscle. It's trainable.
Yeah, exactly. You train it. You need to look after it. You look after a muscle. You need to nurture it. You need to feed it with positivity, or else it's going to fail.
Yeah, or it'll pack in. Or call them dormant.
Anyway,
complacent. Yeah.
What's that? Sorry.
No, crack on. Just going to say though, you do need a haircut.
Oh mate, look at it. It's a mess. Look at that. Honestly, as soon as this lockdown is over, the first thing I am getting done is a haircut. Bobby, my barber, if you're listening, you can see this. Have you seen this? But anyway. What is it you're doing right now? Let's get on to what is it you're doing in the lockdown to keep yourself busy. What's going on?
I'm just trying to find as much work to do as possible.
Yeah.
And the more people that can help me do that work, it's better. I'm here to help. I'm pretty much all the way down to giving all my services away for free, basically. And that's not just, but that's not because it's not because I'm just trying to find ways to do it, but I also want to help people. So if you go onto martonthestraining.com and you go into the members area, everything that is made from the members area is going to If You Care Share. If You Care Share is an adult mental health charity, a suicide prevention charity, and they have helped me in the past. And I've not so much as what people might think behind me saying that, but just by having a quick chat with someone from there was more than enough. But they help all families. And to be fair, I couldn't think of a better charity to pick for me to help with my current situation than If You Care Share. So that's why I picked them to help them through this hard time, because everyone, I know I'm worried about the lockdown, and I was really scared at the beginning. But I've also done is filled my time with as many activities as I possibly can. Been pulling a truck. Just because I needed my legs to burn a little bit. What else have I been doing? Gardening. I live in a flat, but I've been doing gardening. But there you go. That's just a different story. So we just, that's all I've been doing. And that's all I wanted to do, just to keep myself busy, just to keep myself, how do I say, occupied, so I don't live in my own head. So
no, that's it. What's so with the members area, and like you've mentioned the online stuff, so what is it you're doing online? Is it just the members area? What exactly is it you're doing online?
Oh, well, no,
because I know you do. I know when the gyms were open, you were PTing and.
I've got my personal clients which are on board online now, so they're all getting their training done weekly or daily or whatever they need. And I'm also here 24/7 now, so any questions that you've got or anything that queries or anything that they're worried about, you've been talking to me, and I've been steering them in the right path. I've been helping them with different habits now that they're in isolation, like constantly opening the fridge. So I've been helping them with there. And then also
sometimes you need a post-it note. You just need a post-it note on the fridge.
Get out the fridge. Mark says.
Mark says get out the fridge.
Yeah,
you're bored. Get out the
online
fridge.
training. So I've got a few online clients now. That's getting bigger. However, the online clients, I'm really wanting to hit people with a mental health issue, because if I can show someone like me who trains for therapy and not diets for therapy, but that's just helping that's just helping with your goals or whatever.
It's a whole round package.
All round thing where that if I can help someone who feels the way I do, get through not just the isolation, but through life itself. So I've been living with this for 10 years, so maybe longer. So I'm not mentally health trained. I'm not. However, I've lived with it. Now I would rather go to someone and talk to someone who's been through what I've been through, or going through something similar to what I go through, than someone who's never gone through it before. And that's my opinion of it. So if I can help people, you know what I mean? If I can help someone like myself get to that next level of their life, or next level of their training, or next level of their job, every one of my clients, I train them mentally before physically. I need to get them ready for what I'm about to prepare them for. You know what I mean? It's not like anyone that comes on training with me.
I know you're training.
Ask them about leg day.
I know you're training.
Every one of them, probably the first time they ever did leg day, they'd have thrown up. Couldn't care. They need to understand how hard it is to get them goals. Yeah? The chest day. Anyone who does a chest day with me can't put a coat on for the next 3 days after. It's not about me being... It's about me preparing them. If that's what the goalie wants, then they have to earn it. Simple as that. Do you know what I mean? So and then that's the online stuff. It
comes with hard work.
I've also set up a new challenge now. The road to 1,000 reps. it's nasty. I'm not going to lie. I'm making it out that
That,
it's really
that sounds horrible. I'm not gonna lie.
But it starts at 400 reps. So you've got to do 400 reps in 60 minutes.
60 seconds?
60 minutes. Sorry, 60 minutes. And it goes up. So the next challenge you do is 500, then 600, then 700, then 800, then 900, then 1,000. Now, you might think doing 400 reps in 60 minutes is quite easy. But I guarantee you, when you start hitting the 78, you're going to start really pushing yourself. You're going to have to push yourself. You're going to have to push yourself from the word go. You're going to have to set your own little time goals to get the first 4 sets done. Then you've got to set goals to get the first 3 sets done. Believe me, done it. It's not easy. Not easy at all. Achievable, and if I can do it, everybody else can. That's no one can give me an excuse. No one.
Fair.
Get it done.
Fair one. Anyway, right, we have another guest this evening, our good friend Jim. We'll get him in. We'll get him in the chat. Where's Jim? Jim, are you about? Are you here? Jim, talk to me.
Yeah, I'm here.
Yeah,
hello, mate.
Right.
How are we doing? You all right?
I know, but just chilling, listening to Mark talk.
Hey, let's do that.
About the chest day. I'm a hardened northerner. We didn't wear coats.
Hey, I'll tell you something, boy. You come and do a chest day with me. You look, I swear to God, you won't be able to put that hoodie on.
Yeah, right.
I've only got one good leg, so I can only do half of it, so I cannot see it being that bad.
Hey, on a chest day, I've only got one arm. I still do all of it. No excuse.
This is brilliant. I love it. Right, Jim, introduce yourself to the people. Tell them who you are, what you're about. Obviously, we know each other. You might know each other a lot better. But tell the people.
I'm Jim, military veteran, served with the Parachute Regiment and with the Royal Logistic Corps. I was injured late 2002 from a parachuting accident, and I served in Iraq in 2003 before being medically discharged in 2005. Other than that, just living life every day, bored out in my school, entertaining 2 kids and a missus.
Yeah, well, I can level with you on not bored out of my school because I'm always trying to do stuff, but like sick of being in 4 walls. I need to get out. It's like cabin fever, isn't it?
There's only so many times you can cut the grass.
Well, Mark's been doing garden, so it's worm.
Oh, that's plenty of grass cut.
Mark's been doing that. I've been watching the update. It's more Mark's been having child labour.
Hey, Jim, pack it in. Pack it in.
2 of them lines are straight. Mark, 2 of them lines are straight.
Hey.
That gravel's on the wrong side of the line. Pick it up.
You know what, Jim? Right. You're stepping over the mark there. You know that, don't you?
Well, that's what we're saying to the
There's nothing wrong with my fucking lines in that garden. Nothing wrong.
Oh dear, jeez. But yeah, so what's in the pipeline, Jim? What's going on apart from being at home and being in lockdown? What's your plans? I've heard some big things, to be fair.
Well, in the past 5 weeks, I took part in the Pandemic Games, which was run by 2 American companies, the Throw Bros and FOG, which is basically an online virtual Highland Games competition where you would record your throws, send them in, upload them to social media, and wait for the results. I did hear from the day that the results will be out in the next couple of days, so that'll be interesting. And then also last weekend took part in the Valkyries, which is a online shot put competition, and I came second in the category for that one. That was kind of with no warm up or anything, just literally 5 minutes notice. Got the banner, jump in the car to the local field, record a couple of throws. So that was good.
Jump your car to the
There.
field and just get throwing.
Exactly. Just get the kids to press record and throw. And other than that, it's next week. My next challenge is to throw a Scottish hammer as many times as it possibly takes to cover 1 mile. 5,280 feet. So I'm hoping that'll be done in one session. I'm hoping it takes no more than 85 throws. But that's
Right.
sort of the personal best throw.
Like for a guy that's never thrown a hammer in his life, what is it you're doing? Like, what is it do you do? Is it like shot put sort of thing, or
no? It's basically, I think a lot of people.
I'm guessing it's not. I'm guessing it's not somehow a B&Q that you go hammer a nail into the wall. You know.
No. I think a lot of people have seen the UK athletics, the GP sort of athletics hammers, which is the cast iron ball on a cable with a handle on. Well, I'll be throwing a Scottish hammer, which is basically a 7.25 kilogram shot put. And if you imagine that on the end of a broom shank, it's basically swing that around and throw it.
Yeah.
And,
okay.
Hopefully trying to get that done.
Fair one.
Yeah.
Fair
and he's still trying to beat a one-arm thrower. Oh yeah.
Trying to beat. Remember who trained you?
Hey, you did. But you know what? I'm beating you.
So what's that, Mark? What's this? So
I've got nothing to do. I've got nothing to do next week. I've got fuck all to do next week. I'm trying to find something to do. So I'll take the mile and I'll shove it up your ass.
Well,
we'll crack on and do it then.
You know what it is? Bring your strong arm and we'll get it on. See who can do it.
Bring my strong arm. Hey, my fucking strong arm stronger than both your legs and your arms. So there you go. I'll bring it.
Here we are, fighting tall lads. Go on. Like next week. What day?
Hopefully, fingers crossed, Thursday next week with no changes of work shift pattern or anything. It'll be next Thursday.
Tom.
Right, Thursday.
I'll see you on the
field.
I will see you on the field with my hammer in my hand.
Brilliant.
Make sure you bring me breakfast, dinner and tea with you.
Oh, I will be. Don't you worry. I'm not having you fucking. Have you seen me? I've seen what you eat.
Hey. And
so, talking of all right,
what was that?
Damn it. Go on. Fighting talk on the field on Thursday, you know. I didn't hear that. I'm not gonna lie, but so this week, well, the week just gone, big things happening in the deadlift world, boys.
Oh,
what's going?
Well,
Mike.
Sorry, I'm gonna have to pull it out here. I'm gonna have to pull it out here. I am strongly behind Eddie Orr. Right, fair play. He lifted it. He lifted 501 kilo. Well done. However, it should not be classed as a world record because it's not done in an official competition. It's like me and Jim on Thursday. We throw in a hammer and we throw 95 feet, and that's a world record. That doesn't mean that I got the world record. No. Do you know what I mean? I'm a big believer. And do you know what? You silly bastard. Silly bastard. Challenging Eddie Orr to a fight.
Oh, mate.
I hope he pulls your fucking jaw off.
Did you see the video? Did you see the video of Eddie in the blooming ring? Like, throwing right up. I'm like...
Surprised that bloke still had an arm socket.
Oh, mate. Imagine one of them landing sweet on the jaw. Gee.
Well, in my opinion, one, it should not be an official world record because it's been locked down and there isn't proper officials and everything there. I don't care what anyone says. You can't have proper officials there and everything when you're in lockdown. Not just that.
No, exactly.
World records should only be attempted and held under official competitions. That wasn't
Totally,
Yeah,
a
because
competition, that was him.
it's a level playing field. Then it's all a level playing field.
Exactly, and that's exactly what I mean. So Eddie Hall is right. As far as I'm concerned, Eddie Hall still holds the record.
Well, yeah, but it's one of them. Even Eddie were like Eddie turned around and said, "Fair enough, fair play."
Yeah. Don't get us wrong.
I'm still gonna kick the shit. I'm still gonna knock you out when I get in the ring. So to be fair,
I've got a theory of this, right? I don't think he's ever actually been in a proper fight. Because look at the size of him. Who the fuck is going to pick a fight with him? Really? Who's going to go, I'm going to pick a fight with you? The only fighting he's ever done is them shit fucking films he did. That is it. That is the only fighting he's ever done. That I'm telling you. Eddie Hall is a scrapper. How the fuck do you think he gets scars on his face? Do you know what I mean? Scrapper, he's going to... It's fucking lights out, and all you're gonna hear is timber. Too simple. I don't think Thor has ever actually been in a fight. I really don't.
Nah, I want to see it actually. I want to see.
If I can get
I'm sure there'll be
Vegas,
some
I'm going.
But oh mate, yes, definitely. It's in Vegas, isn't it?
Yeah.
Vegas next year, boys. What we're saying?
No.
I've already picked a flight.
Nah. Yeah, I'm already on that plane. In my head, I'm already on that plane. But yeah, I'm gonna have to wrap it down. So to finish off with, I want three things that sum up your lockdown. Let's start with Jim. Three things that sum up lockdown for you. Say that again, sorry.
Total and utter bollocks.
Right, okay. Go on then, Mark.
I can't beat that one. I was trying to, but I can't. So 3 words that sums up my lockdown. Stressful, worrying, but no, it's worth it.
How about speak to Jim?
Yeah, speak to Jim.
Oh no. Oh dear. 3 words to sum up lockdown. Stressful. What?
Say that again.
Grow a beard.
Grow a. Can you speak English when you're on here?
Listen, have you seen that under there? I can't grow a beard at all. Have you seen my haircut right now? Could you imagine a beard that looks like this haircut? Could you imagine that? Nah, I'd look like an utter tit. I mean, more of a tit than I already look with this fucking haircut right now. You know what I mean?
I'm not arguing with you.
I bet you won't. Anyway, but yeah, to finish up with, I just need to say, subscribe to the video, click that little bell next to it to help us lot keep making videos like this and talking utter shit for 40 minutes. Along with our personal, I don't even know, personal, what would you say?
Personal messages.
Personal messages, yeah.
Well, it's our personal message, isn't it? It's me. I'm wanting to help people. I know Jim's wanting to help people. I know you're wanting to help people. So why don't we all just help each other? People get involved in the podcast. If you want to do it, I don't care what you want to do. Let us know. Give us a shout, and we'll do it.
Yeah, give us a shout and get yourself in. Get yourself in and blooming have a chat and JD with us.
Oh yeah.
But yeah, lads, I'm going to close it off there. Been a pleasure. And same time next week, lads.
Yeah.
The
honours are yours.
Chin.
The honours are yours.
Chin, boys.
Chin,
like, comment, share. do all that good stuff. Subscribe, click the bell so you can get notified when we post his next videos. And yeah, I hope you've enjoyed the podcast, and we'll see you soon. Mind over body.